Ladies and gentlemen, I will have a 6:15 p.m. Pacific live stream on this topic. Probably one of the most important stories that nobody's talking about. It's actually the most important story, and nobody really seems to talk about this. National Archives denies Trump referral to DOJ was connected to Dems. House Republicans have raised questions about the timing of the archives referring Trump to Justice Department over classified records at Mar-a-Lago. Why is this important? Because it was a complete coincidence, ladies and gentlemen. According to the National Archives, a complete coincidence that Democrats wrote to them, and they just happened to, entirely coincidental here. House Republicans have been raising questions over the timing of the referral, which occurred on February 9th, the same day the House Oversight Committee Chair Carolyn Maloney the Democrat wrote to the agency to raise questions about Trump's handling of sensitive documents that he retained at his Mar-a-Lago estate. The same day that the National Archives received a referral from the House Oversight Committee, they went ahead and started the whole nonsense with Trump. He's a former president. He could declassify anything he'd like, even top secret intelligence. And he didn't have servers with top secret intel, secret servers funneling classified and top secret and SAP data onto, by the way, outside government networks. I mean, you have to be an imbecile to believe that that's okay. Okay, but the Honorable James Comey said that although there's violations of the statutes pertaining to the handling of classified data, no reasonable prosecutor would indict. Watch the short on this channel, 26,000 views. I'll read this again. Hit subscribe to this channel, ladies and gentlemen. Be here tonight for the live stream at 6:15 p.m. Pacific. We'll also do a debate recap later in the evening, on the Oz and Fetterman debate recap. We'll probably do it also during the 6:15 live stream, but I'll have about a 9:45 p.m. live stream, and we'll talk about the debate. Oz is going to win Pennsylvania, ladies and gentlemen. If you vote for Fetterman, do not complain about inflation, crime. The crime rate in Pennsylvania is higher than the national average. There's a reason for that, because Democrats are in charge. In addition to the fact that we're in a recession, and we're going to see jobs. We're going to see not only job losses every month, unfortunately, but the market is absolutely going to tank. We'll have very likely, almost certainly, a too big to fail moment very soon. It's going to be very, very bad, ladies and gentlemen. Democrats have run this country into the ground in terms of the economy and foreign policy. Let's not even get into foreign policy. You need Trump Republicans in the Senate to stop maniacs who want... Democrats are pushing for a nuclear confrontation. We already seen a nuclear confrontation. But what's taking place in Europe would never have taken place with Trump. Ever. Because he would have negotiated. Democrats have sacred cows that they worship. No negotiation. Oh, the alliance. Oh, this, that. We have to go up against the Kremlin, even if it hurts us. So we had 2% inflation with Trump, a record low in poverty with Trump in 2019, record highs in household median income. Real wages are down 8.5% nationally, according to the Dallas Fed. 8.5% nationally. So if you lose more money in your paycheck, retirement accounts are down 25% or so. If you lose more money in your paycheck, you see the economy tanking, you vote Democrat, don't complain if this continues. But the debate, the closed caption deal, oh my God. There are so many reasons not to vote for Fetterman, in addition to his track record in Pennsylvania. But we'll talk about that in the live stream. Hit subscribe to this channel. I'll read you again. Excuse me. The National Archives is denying Republican accusations that its decision to refer Donald Trump's handling of classified records to the Justice Department had anything to do with an inquiry from a top House Democrat. Of course it had. And I spoke about this months back. I said it had everything to do. It had everything to do with the referral. The National Archives is a glorified, is a government library. They have nothing to do with national security issues. They just deal with former presidents and help them set up a library. So President Obama, for example, had 30 million unclassified documents. 30 million. That the National Archives allegedly read or looked at. Okay? How you get 30 million unclassified documents, nobody knows. How is that even possible? But part of the agreement with the National Archives between President Obama and the National Archives was that it would be on the internet. You would have a virtual library. Well, that never happened. So did he comply with the National Archives? There was no issue there. Trump had boxes with letters from Kim Jong-un and other keepsakes. These were all personal. According to Trump, it was either personal or declassified. A judge already ruled that Bill Clinton could have classified data in a sock drawer next to his underwear, okay, because he deemed them personal. Comey said, well, you know what? Top secret intel on servers that could be infiltrated and hacked by anyone on the planet. On servers outside of the United States government, okay? Anything on your phone is unsafe, much less classified data. And she had 2009 technology, any technology, but she was on her cell phone all the time, Clinton. And I want a Hillary Trump 2024. I think that's going to happen, actually, ladies and gentlemen. But she had a cell phone that connected to servers that downloaded or that uploaded or that had on it classified data. She was flying around the country. Around the world, around the globe. And Comey even stated that she flew and she met with countries as Secretary of State known to hack foreign diplomats and government officials. So it's like they made a mockery of classified data. And then 5 days before November of 2016, or a week before, they found more classified data outside Huma Abedin's laptop. But again, that was like a cover-up so that the Democrats say, oh, you see what he did tip the scales. It was Comey's fault that Clinton lost. It wasn't Bernie Sanders who was cheated and will always be cheated every 4 years by Democrats. It wasn't, they elevated Trump. It wasn't the Kremlin informing us that Bernie Sanders was cheated by going after the DNC servers, but not Clinton's servers that were unencrypted for 3 months. It was Comey who, for some odd reason, decided to focus on classified data when he said, well, no reasonable prosecutor would indict, although there's violations of legal statutes. Anyway, we'll read this again. This is a Politico article today. Nobody's talking about it. It's very important. National Archives denies Trump referral to DOJ was connected to Dems. Of course it was. That's the reason these government agencies are influenced by loyalists they're full of loyalists. How many Trump Republicans are in the National Archives? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. But I would imagine these are wonderful, morally superior liberal Democrats who didn't care about Clinton with top secret intel outside the U.S. government. Well, she wasn't a president. She didn't have the power to declassify like Trump does. These are people who don't vote Trump. They don't like Trump. You have them in the Federal Bureau of Investigation. The Honorable Michael Horowitz of the DOJ Inspector General stated numerous agents, not just Strzok, numerous agents had disdain, contempt, animus towards Trump. But he couldn't find prosecutorial or documentary bias. Well, you weren't going to find, a letter stating they're going to go after Trump. So I don't know, that's a meaningless statement after he found endless examples of bias against Trump. But anyway, House Republicans have raised questions over the timing of the referral, which occurred on February 9th. So, National Archives refers Trump February 9th. Also on February 9th, a Democrat in the House Oversight Committee writes a letter saying, hey, investigate Trump. And they termed it entirely coincidental. The acting National Archivist, entirely coincidental. Not a coincidence, ladies and gentlemen. You have to be a fool, or you have to be a complete imbecile to think that all of these things are just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence that Clinton purchased the Steele dossier, and that coincidentally, the Steele dossier was funneled through the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the DOJ, or the top intel agencies to investigate Trump. Trump was investigated by his direct political rivals within government, utilizing a compilation of lies purchased by his direct political rivals. You can't make this up. But then, if you explain this to people, they don't even understand. They just think people on the left think Trump is like the embodiment of criminality. They don't get that he's been set up and framed, and almost all the reporting on Trump has been either fabricated or sensationalized, or about quotes that he never stated, about what other people said he said, a gossip, hearsay. It's like this national infatuation with Orange Man, who presided over a fantastic economy and a great foreign policy, not what we see now. Hit subscribe to this channel. Be here tonight at 6:15 p.m. Pacific time. We will have a live stream. We will also have a live stream later this evening. Thanks, everybody.